Hello guys, it's your girl again, Nelly Usman. I am back, flesh and blood. Wow, I am so excited to be here. You know, it's an experience for me and I'm enjoying every bit of it. Like, I never knew it to be so exciting to go through things like this. Now I know what happens behind the cameras concerning videos I see. I just feel it's a little work, but my dear, it's more than what you think. Since morning, I've been up trying to set up my gadgets and do what I needed to do, but I'm happy I'm here. As you can see, my face is bare, right? So I would be doing this video and try as much as I can to show you some of the makeup routine I use. The routine. Some of the things I just use to pop up my face. Please subscribe to my videos. Please like my videos. Please share my videos with your friends. Subscribe because in this channel, we're going to enjoy ourselves. I will try as much as I can to bring content that will enlighten people and as well talk about my experiences here in Canada. So, in this short vlog I'm going to do now, from my previous video, you know what I'm going to talk about. My experience here, my migration process, how it has been so far, and some little bits and tricks of what I did. So please subscribe to my videos. Please share my videos because we're going to enjoy ourselves. Like I always say, please sit back with your popcorn and a bottle of whatever that you like and enjoy this vlog. Thank you, and please watch to the end. It's very important. Please watch to the end so you'll be come back to my channel. Like I said, today I'm going to talk about my migration journey to Canada with my family. It's a continuation of my previous video, so you can do well to watch that after this, or you watch that before this, anyone that suits you. So like I said before, I'm going to just show some routine I do to pop up my face when I want to go out or when I have an activity, not when I'm going to work. When I'm going to work, my face looks like this. One thing I would want to just bring out here is that my eyebrow is a microbladed eyebrow, so I don't touch it. Sometimes I just use my eye pencil to bring it out a bit. So that's why you can see that my brows are perfect. I did it back in Nigeria before I migrated. And it has been good. The lady that did it really tried. I did it in Abuja then. So, back to the video. Like I said, my face is... I don't prime my face because I don't like to do that. I only use baby oil. I don't know if it's clear, baby oil. So I just put that on my palm and rub it in. And rub it in by taking the crease out. This is what I do sometimes. Take your crease out. It reduces wrinkles and all whatnot. Take your crease out like that. And the next thing I do, without be right though, the next thing I do is to add my foundation. So this foundation, I got it from Nigeria. And I don't even know the name. I got it from Nigeria. It's kind of dark for my skin color. As you can see, it's very dark. So what I do is I mix it up with Mary Kay. I've been using this for a while. You can see, it's still very full. I just got this color here. So another thing I will tell you, if you're traveling, try to get your makeups, because here you can hardly get the products you like. Mostly for foundation, it's difficult for them to get your color. It was very difficult. I had to order this through a friend who is like a distributor, and it was still very bright for me. So what I do is that I mix it up sometimes. I mix it up a bit and I do this on my palm. I don't use any brush. I don't use any foam because it reacts on my skin, so I don't do that. I use my hand, clean hands, to put it on my face. So this is what I do. So, like I said, my journey to Canada was possible because I had a supporting spouse. That's the truth. My spouse was very supportive. I give him kudos for that. He was very supportive. When he got to the place where he had to act, play his role, he played it very well. You always say, because you wanted this, I will do all you can to see that everything goes through. So he was very supportive during the process. All he needed to do, he did it. And it made the thing, or will I say, it made the journey kind of easy. Not easy though, but you know, when you have a supporting spouse trying to go through a process like this, it makes life easy. For me, I don't know about you though, it makes life easy. So my spouse was very supportive. So we started by meeting a friend who was traveling, his colleague. My husband is a doctor. His colleague told him that we're leaving for Canada. I was like, leaving for Canada? Like, you're going to live in Canada? What kind of visa is that? He said, it's a permanent resident visa. My husband said, wait, I need to call my wife. She'll be so interested in this thing. So we had a meeting with a guy, Dr. Tech. I'll say his name. He was great, right? So he helped me and he gave us the orientation we needed. And I sat back home to say, I need to know more about this thing. I can't just fall into it because a friend has oriented me about it. Let me do my research. So I sat down and I did some kind of researches, checked what are the pros and the cons, what I would gain, what I would not gain, how migrating would like happen to my family, what it would impact. So we did all that. I could see that coming as a permanent resident, my kids will go to school. The government will pay childcare benefits, which is money government gives to parents who have children up to 18 years of age. And could get a job. I could also, if I want to change my job, I could also do that. I could also go back to school and the government will be ready to sponsor my school, but I'll have to pay back, right? So I saw this is a good opportunity for me to like enhance my life. I've always been a civil servant back in Nigeria, and the whole routine was not palatable at all. Like, I go to work and I feel I'm not used enough. I feel I'm not being felt. It's like I was getting drained emotionally, psychologically, and all that. And so when this opportunity came, it was something I felt I needed in my life, right? So I had this meeting with the guy, did everything, did my research, and we started. I started by doing my what's it called? My works evaluation. Between my husband and I, will be evaluated as master's holder because he's a doctor. I had my master's in University of Port Harcourt as an educational administrator. I owned a school then, so I was like, okay, so let me evaluate this degree. So I evaluated my master's. One thing I will tell you for sure is that you should evaluate the highest degree you have. It makes life easy for you. It makes life easy for everything, because if you evaluate from your first degree to your second degree, if you have one, or to your PhD, you're just wasting money because it's a lot. Because works will do it individually and cost you for that. So my advice is evaluate your highest degree. So that's what I did. Evaluated my highest degree. My husband also evaluated his, just to have that blend. But we decided that I would be the principal applicant because my age was lesser than his, and I felt I had the time to put through the process. My husband is very busy with activities, so I felt it would be, since we're almost, the advantage is on me because my age was less, and I will be able to follow through. You know, you guys are a couple. You know who does some things best and all that. So we decided I will be the principal applicant. So the principal applicant is a person. Oh, I didn't tell you. I just used the Mary Kay that has the brighter color to enhance my eyes. That's what I do. So I don't do much. Basically, I don't do much because the weather is so good on my skin. So I really don't do much. Right. So we did that. evaluated, got to Uniport, went to the what's it called? Postgraduate school, did met what I need. I think met some people and started the transcript process. So I did that, and my transcript was sent to WEX, WES, World Education Services. They evaluate degrees. For medical doctors, they use another kind of evaluation body. For mine, I used WEX because I think most professionals, they have different evaluation bodies they use. For other degrees, we basically use WEX. So I use WEX. Sorry, my husband used Physician Apply. So if you are a doctor, that's what you should use. Physician Apply. You go through it's everything is online. So on the WEX, I registered online, went to their website, registered, paid. I think I paid something like 50 something thousand then. But right now, I think it's like 200 and something thousand naira. Then I paid 50, like 54, 56, 6,000. I can remember. So that's what I paid, and they gave me a number. That was the number they used in sending my transcript to WEX. So after that was done, I think the next thing was for us to do our exams, which I registered, we both registered. I registered, my husband also registered. So we went to write the first exam in Port Harcourt, and that is IELTS exam. IELTS exam. So we registered online, we did the payments, and went for the exams. Well, before the exams, I prepped a bit, like I prepared myself a bit because I was already informed that it's not like so easy. I was told that you think say you sabi speak English. Now when you reach West, they go humble you. So I tried my best to do the bit I could, but my brother people, exam came and gone. You wait for like 2 weeks for your result to come out. Result came out. All the prepare where they prepare since nothing they happen. Oh. Now babe, no get the band score where she need. I think I should have a band 8 for me to have the highest score. I didn't have that. I was so mad. My husband had just read the night before. I've been studying since. I think we gave ourselves like 2 months before the exam. My husband had read just the night before. This guy cleared this thing. I think I just had one that was a bit low. But I was a principal applicant, so mine was supposed to be very high. When the result came, I was not happy at all. Not happy at all. I said, what? All they read why they read, so nothing they happen. He started laughing at me. I said, babe, you know now. I had to say, I don't sabi speak English. In short, I don't even know English. English is not my language. In my heart, I was like, what's going on? I spoke with friends. There's this lady, Ify Autos. She has a car company. This girl was on my matter. She said, Nelly, we are going to Canada. You cannot sit down. No, don't do this to your family. Do you know what you're going to do if you say you're not writing this exam? I say I know they write again. I read for 2 months. She said, Nelly, register this exam. Register this exam. That girl, God bless your soul. Ify Autos, you can follow her on her Instagram page. She's very good. She sells cars. She's in Canada too. We all migrated later. So she told me, she said, Nelly, continue with this thing. You can't sit down. Do you know what it means? That's her. Say, register for the next one. I said, okay, sister, I will follow you. But it shot my heart. He said, take leave or take something out of the office. Read for this exam. Now, so Nagelo. Okay, now I'm using this is my lipstick. It comes in different colors, nude, whatever. So I use it for my lips. It's very good. I like it because I just apply a bit and I'm good. Very nice. I mix it sometimes. I don't know how it looks like. So I do that. How do I look? My face coming out gradually. Okay. So, like I said, I'm not a strong makeup person. So I was encouraged and I went to write the exam again. At this time around, I didn't write to Port Harcourt. We wrote in Benin. We changed location and I wrote. This time, glory be to God, everything went well. I passed my exams. Yay! I was so happy. I got the band score I needed. That was how I dived into the pool. My people, how do you create your Express Entry profile? You can go on YouTube and just type create an Express Entry profile. I think there are videos there you can use to create an Express Entry profile. So I went through that was what I did. I'm telling you guys what I did. Nobody did this process for me. I did it myself. The only thing I know, I had a group, a WhatsApp group that so many people were, and we just talk about your challenges, what you're going through, what you feel can help someone, and someone uses that to help someone. That's what we're doing. Not like anybody was using any particular consultant to do this process. So I went into the pool. I created my profile with my WEX evaluation. WEX had come out then. I think my WEX took me like 2-3 months. It was out, back and forth with Uniport and all that. It was out finally after like 3 months. My IELTS exam was already ready. So with those two and my husband's own, I created a profile on IRCC website, Express Entry Pool. So I created the profile and I was there. My people, I dey wait now. I created the profile as a statistician. So that's the role I play in where I work. I have a job description on that. So I created a profile with that. I had I think 5 years experience and all. I was there for 1 year. I traveled out of the country, came back, nothing was happening. I said, no, I cannot stay in Nigeria again. In short, I was becoming apprehensive. 1 whole year, nothing is happening. That's why anybody will tell you. If you want to do this process, you have to be patient. Patience should be your first and last name. In short, patience will be your name. My people, patience don't turn to my name. Been a turn that way taunted to my name. So what can I do? People say go do French to enhance. Go which other one? Go do PhD. I say, how can I go and do PhD? Because in the pool you have other people who have more better qualification than you are. So everybody is trying their best to enhance their score. Some people go back to do French. I think French can give you 15 more points or 20 more points. My point in the pool then was 435. I could remember that very well. So in my heart, I was like, so what can I do to help this situation? I cannot go through all these things I've done, write the exam, do evaluation, spend this money, and nothing is going forward. So on one very fortunate day, I was sitting like this in the house. I saw an email. Saskatchewan government has increased their skill immigration profile or skill that immigration workers to apply for to come in with this. They now listed the numbers of NOCs. NOC is like your job description, your job related paper. So with that, I said, okay, let me go and check if mine is there. I checked. Mine was part of it. My dear, I told my husband that day, now here I do, we die here today. I go create profile with Saskatchewan, which is the province where I am now. So I created the profile, I submitted, and in 2 weeks, I was called. But remember, I said I stayed in the pool for 1 year. So within that 1 year, I think Nova Scotia, the province of Nova Scotia here in Canada, they sent me an invite to send in my documents that they like my profile. I sent in everything, but at a point, I was also rejected. So don't be scared when you get those rejections, because I got it. And I was very, very bitter. I was like, what's going on? This one I felt will even call me. So because when a province calls you, or when a province nominates you, that's the right word, when they nominate you, they give you 600 points, which you will add to your federal Express Entry profile you have. It will now give you 1,000 something points. So your points will not be high. The federal people will pick you fast. So since I was rejected, I was very, very sad. I won't lie to you. I spoke with so many people. My husband was very encouraging. Babe, we are doing this thing. Don't relent. Hey, hey. In short, that's why I said have a supporting spouse. If your spouse is not supporting you, you're your own. Oh. Or if you're not married, if you're single, have a friend or have a brother who is encouraging you, because this process, you go know yourself at a point. Like you go tell yourself, who sent me to do this thing? Am I really in the right place? Am I really doing the right thing? Does God really want me to do this thing? Even if you don't get conviction from God, you're gonna ask questions, because it was a lot for me. But with the encouragement I was getting, my husband said, no, no, no. Because one person say no, you would. I said no. So that was how your girl continued though. I said, okay. Now to continue to wait now before I saw this Saskatchewan email. So I went, created a profile, and in 2 weeks, I was picked to submit all my documents. So when they pick you to submit all your documents, they want you to submit your IELTS exam result. They want you to submit your evaluation you have already done. So let me twist this gist. Now, I'm a statistician, but I studied in my first degree, I did mathematics education. In my master's, I did educational management. So when I was picked in the pool with statistics, because that's what I was working as, the federal job I was doing, I was a statistician, it was kind of twisting, because you evaluated educational management. Now you are saying you are a statistician. It doesn't correlate. So what's Saskatchewan what Saskatchewan what's it called? Nominational program does is that your job description should match with your educational background. So mine wasn't matching, because the thing I evaluated, or the course I evaluated, was my master's, which was educational management. And now I'm saying I work with this place, and I'm a statistician, so it doesn't correlate. So what I did was I now went back to my BSc, that's my school where I studied, Delta State University, Abraka. Some people may know the school, some may not, but it's a school in Nigeria, it's in Delta State. So I went back to my school in Abraka, just got my transcript, and sent it to Saskatchewan nominational program directly. So with my profile number and all that, and I did a very brief explanation, explaining my situation to them, and that was how what I did. I submitted that, did a good explanation. My proof of fund was ready. Proof of fund is another gist too. Proof of fund is another gist. I can just give you a brief. We have already placed it. Your money should be in your account 3 months. Some people say 2 months, some people say 1 month, but mine was there 3 months before I applied to the Saskatchewan government. Because on their website, it's written there, your money, your proof of funds should be in your account 90 days. It's written there. So I don't know, some people say 90 days is between when you apply and when you submit. Some people will say 90 days after you apply. Well, I wasn't sure, so I left the money there for that period of time. So your proof of fund is the money that you're going to use to come in and settle yourself, rent a house. So they want you to have that money in your account already. So we had that money. We did, I think we used the Stanbic IBTC bank to just do mutual funds. So we fixed the money and it was generating interest, which was a good one. So I can advise you, you could do that. If you want to keep it in your savings, you can do that too. But we just decided to lock it there, so we are not tempted to touch it. So it was there, and we submitted the, what's it called? This is certificate of account holder or something. There's a document, there's a paper, they call it. They gave us like a printout of the statement. So that was what we submitted. Now, in my situation, it was my husband's account that the money was in. So what I did was my husband just wrote a consent stating that this money will be available to my spouse anytime is needed. I'm just telling you people these things so you know when you are doing your own case. It is always important you have all these things ready As in, you have this knowledge already. Sometimes you hear people say, well, I'm the principal applicant and the money is in my husband's account and whatever, whatever. No, don't do that. You must write a consent. Your husband must consent that, or your spouse must consent that that money is available to you. It is very important to them. You know, their situation or their lifestyle is different from ours. So there must be a consent on that document you're submitting. After you submit your statement, you can also add the consent stating this money is available to us anytime or to me anytime I need it. So I submitted that document with all other documents we needed to submit, my children's passport, what else? I think my children's passports, birth certificates, mine and my husband's and this. Okay, another thing is in the Saskatchewan Express. Sorry, I used to call it Express. I don't know why. Maybe because it was Express setting I used. That one, they don't usually ask you for the spouse. It's just the principal person that needs to submit their documents. So, like the job responsibility, your evaluation for works, you don't need your spouse's own at that time because your spouse is not adding any point for you. So I submitted mine, then my spouse and my children all came under my application. I have 3 kids. So, and that was how we were in the pool. I was there for like 6 weeks. I got a nomination. I was so happy. I was over happy. I was like, ah, God, finally. So I got 600 points from Saskatchewan government. So in Saskatchewan, the documents some of us have already, not some of us, most of us have signed that we live in the province for 3 years. Is it 3 years or 2 years? Some people say 2 years, some people say 3 years. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. You'll be you live in the province for those periods before you can move to another province. But if you don't have a job in the province, you can as well write back to the government to say, I came in and I couldn't find a job. Please, can I go to another province, or I found a job in another province? Just give them a reason. They will let you. So that's how that was how we submitted that thing. And finally, we got the 600 points, and I found there's a way they did the switch. They will put it into the federal pool because you have your federal number there and all that. So they were the ones that now sent it to the federal pool, which is the express entry pool. Already, I told you I've already gotten 430 something points there. So with the 600 points, my point became 1,035. So it was very high. So I think the next week or the next 2 weeks, they were making draws in the federal pool, and that was how I was picked because my point now was very high. I've already maxed out, like very good. So I got that. We also submitted same document we submitted with Saskatchewan government, but this time I had to add my spouse's own. Almost everything, the same proof of fund, the same. Did we change anything? Okay, yes. In this particular one now, you have to submit medicals. So for your medicals, you have 2 places where you can do medicals. Is it 2 or 3? I'm not sure. So you have places where you can do your medicals. You can do in Abuja, you can do in Lagos. You go online, you register on their website, you pay your money. I did the payment online, and you do the payment, and you travel to the place for it. So that's what we did. I traveled, but we all went to Abuja. We registered with Abuja because we had family members there. We wanted to see family and just have a nice time. We traveled to Abuja. We did our medicals there. So, like, I have a lady who asked a question that if my blood pressure was high during my medicals, is it a bad sign? Is it a good sign? Will I be penalized for that? I said, I don't think so. Let me put this disclaimer. I'm not an immigration consultant, please. I'm just telling you my story. So you have that in mind. I'm not an immigration consultant. Hence, I said, this is how it is for me. I don't know about you. So you can use mine to like put 1 or 2 things together. So for blood pressure, or I don't think that's a big one because it's not transferable. You can take be on medication too. So after that, we came back and submitted all our documents. Then think in the next week or the next 2 weeks, we got you definitely all these things. They send you email, your profile has been submitted, blah 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 blah. F- the federal express entry code, they know how to communicate. Sometimes they don't even communicate, but when they want you to do something, they will send you an email. So you always try to check your emails. So this time around, they said we should go for our biometrics, and the biometrics is for people above 18 years. So myself and my spouse, or my kids, are not up to 18 years. So that's how we traveled for our biometrics. You just choose the place that you want to go for it. We chose Lagos this time. So we went to Lagos, did our biometrics. Also, what did we do again? I think that was that. Then okay, I think I forgot one part. We also did police report, police clearance. We did that in Abuja too, sent to when we were submitting our documents. So after the biometrics, that was when the wait started. Waited again, COVID came. During the period there was COVID, nothing was going on. Everybody, I think a lot, they were not working. The thing was very slow. I don't know, but we were all apprehensive, waiting again. Like I said before, I waited for 1 year. So after submission, time is now going again. I've not been able to do anything. We don't even know where we were going or what we were doing. So that's how I waited after COVID and all those. Finally, I got what's it called? I got a letter that my application has been approved, that we should submit our passports. We're very, very happy. It's called the golden email. I don't know what's called now though. And everybody were like, oh, thank God, finally, oh, we got the golden email, submitted passports. All passports were submitted to Ghana, sent it to Ghana, and finally the passports came back. And we're happy that we're now traveling to Canada as permanent resident. Oh God, that part of traveling to Canada as a permanent resident will be on another video, because that part, Canada has shown me pepe and has shown me patience. So that part of that video, I'm going to continue it in another one. It may not be the next video exactly, but it may be something close to it. I'm going to tell you people my story. It's a very long one. When I say very long, I mean very long. Please, you people should stay tuned to my channel, because in this channel, we are going to enjoy ourselves. You people are going to hear a lot of stories. Some just happened recently, some that happened past, some that will encourage somebody to not just sit and look. Because sitting and looking, no, they help anybody. I've never seen anybody who sat and looked, was just looking and something changed. You must take an action. If you feel, I want to travel to Canada, what have you done? That's a question. You know, go sit down, they look. Sit down, look, no, they help. So this is my journey. If I get coffee, I don't drink coffee. It's a long journey and an interesting one for that. I thank everybody who were part of the process. I mentioned some few names and they know themselves. I know them. They have been darlings to me. My spouse has been awesome. Even when I started this YouTube video, he was like, is that what you want to do? You think you have the strength to do it? I said, babe, don't worry. I will forge on. It's good to have a supporting spouse. That's just the truth. When you have one that is supporting, everything is. But when you have one that is not supporting, my dear, cool down and try to get his support or her support before you go on, because a lot of things will just go very bad when you don't have a supporting spouse. A supporting spouse is very important. So this my process was smooth. It wasn't smooth though. Not smooth. I call it smooth. It's not smooth though. It's not smooth, but it was smooth and okay because I had a supporting spouse. So like I said, the other side of the story will continue in another video. Thank you for watching my video till the end. I'm so happy you were able to do that. And I also want to ask if it was boring, how my makeup look like. This is how I go out sometimes. Sometimes I just had what's it called? I don't usually put anything in my eyes. A friend was telling me that it's not good, that makes my eyes look bare. I don't know. What do you guys think? Thank you, family, for joining me. I'm happy to be in this vlog. I'm happy to be in your face. And I'm going to end this video. Please watch out for my next video. Thank you. Share, subscribe, and share. Thank you.